Hello and good morning to all my lovely students out there. I welcome you all for today's English class. Students, I hope all of you are fit and fine, right? Okay. I also hope that you still remember what we have done in our previous class. In our previous class, we have finished our lesson. That was lesson number 5 from our English textbook. And what was the name of the lesson? Yes, the name of the lesson was Millie Learns to Cross the Street. And how many lights are there in a traffic? A traffic light has 3 lights, right? A traffic light comprises of 3 lights. Which are they? Red light, which says us to stop, yellow light which asks us to wait, and green light which permits us to go, right? And I've also taught you an action how to cross the street. Before crossing the street, what are the things you should do? You should stop, step away, you should look for traffic, and then think whether it's right for you to cross the street or not, no? And you should always use your eyes and ears before you use your feet. Okay, students, in today's class we will start our module from your textbook, which is module number 4, and the topic which we are going to do in today's class is subject pronoun. What it is? Subject pronoun. Okay, so the main objective of today's class is you will gain an understanding of what a subject pronoun is and how a subject pronoun is being used. Okay, so by the end of the class, all of you will know what a subject pronoun is and when should you use a subject pronoun. So let's get started, students. Students, supposingly if I tell you a sentence or a paragraph comprising like this, all of you listen to me carefully. Millie is a beautiful girl. Millie likes to go to school. Millie has lots of friends. So in all these sentences, see this paragraph, it starts, I am repeating one word and the word is what? Millie, right? I have been repeating the name of a girl, Millie. So when I repeat all the time, what happens? It strikes your mind, no? And sometimes when you listen the same name coming again and again, it's very annoying. You don't like it, right? And in English grammar also, what happens when a noun or naming word, that is the name of a person, name of a place, animal or thing, when it is repeated again and again, what do? We remove it. For one time it's okay, but second time, third time, what do? We remove it and we use another word. That word is called as subject pronoun. For example, I can say the same sentence, Millie is a beautiful girl. Millie likes to go to school. Instead of saying Millie again, what can I say? Millie is a beautiful girl. She likes to go to school. She has lots of friends, right? So this word she is what? She is pronoun. It's a subject pronoun. So in today's class, I will be teaching you what a subject pronoun is. Okay, students? Now subject pronoun, you can see it on the board. They are pronouns that takes the place of naming words. What are subject pronouns? They are pronouns. They are words that takes the place of a naming word. Naming word, all of you know, is the name of a person, place, animal or thing. When that name of a person, place, animal or thing is repeated, is coming again and again, what do? We remove it and we use subject pronoun. So let's see, students, how we use that. Okay, Some of the examples of subject pronouns are I. When you talk about yourself, we use the pronoun I. Whenever you talk about yourself. We use the pronoun we when we talk about ourselves, including others together. Oneself plus others. You. Okay. When do we use the subject pronoun you? When we talk about someone else or a group of people. Okay. He. When do we use the subject pronoun he? When we talk about a boy or a male animal. Boy, man, male animal. When the name is repeated again and again, we use he. Ravi is a good boy. Ravi rides his bicycle every day. So I am using the word Ravi again, right? Ravi is a boy. So what can I do? Instead of saying Ravi 2 times, I can simply use this subject pronoun he, because we use this subject pronoun for boys, right? I can say Ravi is a good boy. He rides his bicycle every day. No? Now she. Another subject pronoun is she. She is used for whom? She is used for girls or women or even female animal. Now students, animals are also male and female, right? Male and female animals are there. For male animal we use he, that means boy animals we use he, and for girl animals we use she. Okay. Next one is they. When do we use the subject pronoun they? When we talk about more than one person, many group of people. Whenever there is more than one people, we say they. And then the last subject pronoun is it. When do we use it? Sometimes for animals, where the gender or the gender has not been mentioned, whether it's a girl animal, female animal or a male animal, we use it. And also for non-living things like this pen. I have a blue color marker pen. It is very new. I can say it is very new. Why? Because this pen is new, right? Why I'm using it, the pronoun? Because it is a non-living thing. It doesn't move. So for table, chair, things around us, we use the subject pronoun it. I hope all of you have understood, right? Subject pronoun. What are subject pronouns? They are pronouns that are used in place of a noun. When do we use it? Not all the time. We use it when the noun is repeated again and again. Some of the examples are I, we, you, he, she, it, they. Right? So let us see from the textbook and try to do some exercises, students. Okay, students, I hope you have understood. Please open up page number 35 of your English workbook. But you can see it on the screen. When we compare this, you will understand it better. So see here, students, as I have already said to you, what are subject pronouns? They are pronouns that are used in place of a noun when the noun or the naming word is repeated. See in the first pictures, you can see the first one, a mother and a daughter. Ruhi and her mother go to the market. Ruhi and her mother buy clothes. So see 2 times, which is the word being used 2 times? Yes, Ruhi and her mother. No, this word is being repeated 2 times and making the sentence very long. So which pronoun we should use in order to join the sentence and make the sentence very clear? Which pronoun? I told you when there is more than one, when many people are involved, what do we use? Which pronoun? Yes, they. Please look down there. The example has been given there. Ruhi and her mother go to the market. They buy clothes. So no need to repeat Ruhi and her mother, right? Instead of that, we can use a subject pronoun, that is they. See the second example there. Rohan plays football. Rohan is a happy boy. So the 2 times Rohan is being mentioned, no? We can change it, right? We can use which pronoun for boys, male? Yes, we can use he. Please see the example there. Rohan plays football. He is a happy boy, right? One more example, students. The bus is big. The bus moves fast. So the bus is being repeated twice, no students? So what can we do? Which pronoun? I told you, for non-living things, for objects like things, which pronoun we should use? Yes, it. The bus is big. It moves fast. Yes, by now all of you have understood, right, what a subject pronoun is and when should we use a subject pronoun. Okay, so students, with that we come to the end of our class. There are some simple exercises given in page number 37 of your English workbook. Please try to do that, and I'll be assigning the homework through your Google Classroom as well. So we'll try to end our class today. In today's class we have seen what are subject pronouns. There are words that are used in place of a noun when the noun is repeating again and again. And what are some of the examples of subject pronoun? Like I, we, you, he, she, they, it, right? And when to use it. So keep on practicing, students, and then stay safe and healthy. I shall see you all in my next class. So take care. Bye.